This is Supply House Times editor Mike Miazga here at the ASA's IPD Open House in Houston, Texas at the JW Marriott. I'm joined right now by Industrial Info Resources Michael Bergen. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You just gave a nice 45-minute presentation to the folks here at the IPD event. Tons of great data. The obvious thing that people got out of this is North America, the United States specifically, positioned real well in the energy sector. And if you can just give us a couple of bullet points on why that is and why you're so optimistic about the future.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah. If you trail back a few years, we've been through a power industry boom, and we're starting to come off of that cycle, primarily due to some of the renewable energy tax credits and what's happening with coal and nuclear. What we have witnessed now over the last couple of years is the development in the shale plays, and the shale plays is positioning this country to become crude dependent on itself and not bringing in so many imports, but also the abundance of natural gas that we're getting out of these unconventional shale plays is giving us a long-term flat price point for natural gas, which is attractive to many different industries outside of that. So we see that in the chemical sector with ethylene, with methanol, with downstream olefin products, as well as other industries that take advantage of it, such as textiles, ceramics, even just industrial manufacturing in general, where they rely on natural gas as a feedstock. We're able to now produce product cheaper than we were when we sent product overseas or sent manufacturing overseas to be produced abroad. So that is positioning our country to become a bigger export player out there, which the front end of that is spending the money on the plants to actually develop that capacity.
Now, some of the slides that you showed, even greater projections, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Your audience in your talk, distributors and manufacturers of pipe, valve, and fitting industrial products, what would your advice be to them as to how to prepare for what's coming up?
Well, I think the most important thing is establishing those relationships with the plant owners. So it's who is in the oil and gas space, from production facilities to transportation through pipelines in the chemical sector, but also to establish those relationships with EPC firms. So Fluor, Bechtel, Zachary, there's a number of them that are playing in this market that are winning those contracts.
A lot of exciting times coming up. Thanks for your time.
You bet.
For more on the ASA Open House, read the June issue of Supply House Times.